Hello and welcome back to NEXOMANIA. I am the Crushinator and I am excited to bring you this Division 4 matchup in Week 1 of our tournament this summer. Hardstuck Support Group is going to be taking on Kentucky Fried Falstad tonight. The lobby is full. We're getting ready to go here in just a moment, but while we've got a second, if you're new to YouTube, you can throw a like on a live stream just like you can on a video, so go ahead down there, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd love to see you subscribe to catch all of the shorts that I'm putting out on a daily basis. Our game of the week is a video that comes out on Saturdays, so you can catch all that content right here. So everything casting is going to be in one spot going forward. Hope you check it out. Teams seem to be ready, so let's go over to map select. Check out what's going on in this series. If you are new to NEXOMANIA, there are 15 maps in the map pool. You can see them all listed at the bottom there, and there are no map bans. We're going to start things off on Battlefield of Eternity tonight. This one chosen by Hardstuck Support Group. Draft is up. Let's jump on in. All right. Kentucky Fried Falstad going to be first to act here on Battlefield of Eternity. Seen a lot of familiar faces in these lineups. Caught a few of their NGS games last season and in seasons prior. So I'm excited to see them, how they're going to compete here in NEXOMANIA. I'd say NEXOMANIA is first and foremost like a scrim club. They do a play 3 format, so we're not doing best of 3 tonight. We are playing all 3 games. And some teams take the opportunity to test some cool stuff out. Maybe expand their hero pools a little bit, maybe expand their comp styles a little bit. So I'm interested if anyone's going to be trying anything a little experimental this evening. Li-Meng going to be the first ban here from Kentucky Fried Falstad. Making sense for sure on Battlefield of Eternity. Mic in a little bit. There we go. As I knock over things on my desk. Vala going to be the first ban coming out from Hardstuck Support Group. Now, if I do recall, I'm trying to remember if I think Hardstuck Support Group might have won their division last season in NGS. They were definitely up there towards the end if they didn't win it. I remember them going pretty far. Right now the bans seem to be focused towards that Immortal Burn. And Johanna taken off the board. Johanna has been immensely popular in the Storm Division qualifiers I was casting, the Road to NEXOMANIA, now the NEXOMANIA proper. Lots and lots of Johanna focus. Just hard to go wrong with such a safe tank as Stukov is banned away. At the upper echelons, there's a lot more priority onto Diablo. So I wonder if we'll see that come through here for either team. Diablo is in a state now where it doesn't really matter if the opposing team takes % damage. Then you're just a great tank. If they don't take % damage or consistent damage, then you're just unkillable. But it's not a Diablo melter the way it used to be. Magic Turtle going for the Anduin first pick here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Not one that we generally see solo picked off the top. It's still a very powerful healer. You've got the best cleanse in the game, repositioning your ally. Of course, the Light Bomb, a very strong teamfight heroic that tends to be thrown in on the more mobile heroes. Response here from Hardstuck Support Group. They're going to go Anubarak Junkrats. Some displacement along with the Stun Train from Random Engineer and Smack Loud. All right, well, I mean, the Kentucky Fried Falstad, they've already got Anduin to try to deal with the Junkrat repositioning. Although Anduin's got to watch out that they don't get repositioned by Junkrat, because that can definitely happen. Silverbell going to bring the Chromie here, and Honey Badger on Muradin. I always love a Muradin here on Battlefield of Eternity. We'll see if Honey Badger does indeed go with the Sledgehammer on 4. Chromie, I think, is a good answer to Junkrat. Junkrat doesn't like taking any damage at all, and Chromie's got the range to reach back there and just work that health bar. Silverbell, of course, will have to watch out for the dive potential from Anubarak. Hover around those time traps. Make sure to not get caught too far forward. Urel, the ban here from Hardstuck Support Group. Urel does get into that backline and cause some havoc, so that should make Junkrat feel a little safer. Kentucky Fried Falstad. They've got the core of their roster filled out. They're looking at a Nubarak Junkrat. See if maybe they want to ban a healer here. Yeah, they're going to get rid of Brightwing. It's another great healer off the top. When I think of sort of your standards remaining, Rhaegar's at the top of my list. For Battlefield of Eternity and just for Heroes of the Storm in general. If you want something that can help follow up a Nubarak, Deckard could do the job. Honestly, even something like Kerosene would be a nice follow-up to a Nubarak. Gonna save the healer for last, though. Heathen Dawn gonna go ahead and grab the Gazlo as Omar G grabs Zul Jin. Some great percent damage, some great damage onto structures here. Very strong siege potential from Hardstuck Support Group with these 3 picks. Sonya Genji from Conflicted and Krogdon. So it looks like big dive to go along with the, presumably, the Anduin Light Bomb. Chromie can follow up from a distance. So Syl, on the last pick, should ideally be picking up something with a cleanse. Lucio, Rhaegar, to help get everyone out of trouble. Something like, you know, a white mane could do some work as well, just to catch and rebuff. It's going to be the Deckard. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous about the Deckard. Deckard's great for making sure your opponent can't leave, but he doesn't do as much for when you're being dove on. I wonder if Syl's going to make an adjustment and go for the Lornado to have a more responsive ultimate. Stay a while and listen can do some work, but it can only do some work every once in a while. So this is, yeah. I'm interested to see how the clash is here. Game number 1 in this Play 3 series. On the left in the blue, we have Hardstuck Support Group. Omar G on the Zul Jin, Syl playing Deckard, Random Engineer on the Anubarak, Smackloud on Junkrat, and we've got Heathen Dawn on the Gazlo. On the right in the red, it is Kentucky Fried Falstad. Silverbell is playing the Chromie, Honey Badger on Muradin, Magic Turtle playing Anduin, Krogdon on the Genji, and it is Conflicted on the Sonya. Here we go. Game number 1 is underway. Looks like Chromie going for the Sandblast quest here on level 1. Looking to get an extra Sand clone out there after, I believe it's 40 hits? Yeah, 40 hits with the Sandblast. No other level 1 quest to be had besides that Zul Jin baseline talent. Right now, Genji staying around here in the bottom lane. We'll generally see Genji go and visit the top lane in the early game, just to help out the offlaner a little bit, but we'll see what Krogdon wants to focus on here. Silverbell doing a good job getting those stacks, 4 already. Sometimes those are a little bit harder to hit than it seems. Genji lying in wait on the top side, Muradin wrapping around here. Kill potential isn't super high in the early game for either of these teams. Zul Jin wants to stack. Chromie's damage only really ramps up later on with talents. Genji's damage pretty low in the early game, so it's going to be a lot of whittling down, a lot of trading back and forth, rather than quick pounce kills. Checking in on the top lane matchup here. Conflicted and Heathen Dawn, a manaless matchup. I think Sonya's health regen is a little bit better than Gazlo's, so we'll see if that resource battle works out in favor of Sonya. Right now, both teams just waiting the best they can here. Random Engineer going to find Honey Badger on the low side. There's the stun coming out onto Zul Jin. Not too much follow-up to be had, though, for teams just focusing on getting those lanes cleared up. Sonya waiting on the top side here. Gets a quick collapse onto Heathen Dawn. I guess Heathen Dawn does have that laser for a little bit of health regen. Right now, not a ton of fireworks in the early game, but based on the comps they picked, fireworks aren't really what I expected. It's once we have level 10 online that I really expect Kentucky Fried Falstad to turn it on. Approaching the 2-minute 30 mark here, we see Kentucky Fried Falstad setting up their shaman camp for our first objective. On the left side, Hardstuck support group doing the same thing. Still just laying down those potions for Omar G. Omar G got to be a little bit careful there. Let someone else tank that for a moment. But the camp will be taken, no problem, for both sides. Smackloud is going to be caught there by the time trap of Chromie. Could be a nice follow-up. Junkrat is going to be taken down as first blood. Nice pounce there by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Honey Badger having to rock back a little bit, but will be just fine. Kentucky Fried Falstad starting to take a chunk out of this Immortal. Conflicted showing up as well. Junkrat's on the way back, but not here just yet. Hardstuck support group trying to defend. Having a tough time getting in there and really threatening that back line. Junkrat has arrived. Just a little bit more damage on this Immortal is needed. Silverbell has to back away. Just needs one more volley there. That should do it. Conflicted going to go ahead and get that. Ooh, Random Engineer dug in there. Still managed to get away. The Immortals will now go to aggressive positions. Here comes Hardstuck support group coming in for the defense. Krogdon staying locked on. Sonya down to half, but there's Magic Turtle with the pull and the save. Honey Badger going to be caught there. Still had the jump. Uh-oh, Conflicted though, speared right into a bomb. Conflicted trying to get away there. Little bit of healing available from Magic Turtle, but ultimately Anduin the one going to be chased and taken down. Genji trying to finish off this Immortal here. 750 left on it. Silverbell should be able to get some damage over the wall. 206 left. Genji trying to get in range. There we go. Pretty healthy Immortal for our first one, being picked up here by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Looks like it's going to be visiting the bottom lane first. So Anduin and Chromie going back to base to get that mana up. And then they'll come and join the push.
The demon approaches the gates of heaven.
Mortal full shielding here. Soldier and Junkrat should have a decent time being able to position and take this down safely, but when the shield is up, they have a little bit of a tough time getting in range of it. All being burned down by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Great reposition there from Junkrat. Honey Badger had the jump interrupted, but Magic Turtle going to provide a jump for them. Omar G activating that trait to get that attack speed up. Fort taking a little bit of damage. There goes the Immortal. Fort going to be saved at about half health here. Hardstuck support group. They lose a bit of the wall, but overall not in terrible shape. Junkrat's setting up on this bottom camp. So far, Genji hasn't really visited that top lane. They're going to jump onto Honey Badger here. Nice route from Deckard. Wow, Murden bursted down there. Great coordination from Hardstuck support group. Smackloud going to go ahead and start up the bottom camp. With the player advantage, this should be no problem. Get some counter push going in the bottom lane after losing that wall. Krogdon goes in there. Random Engineer gets the capture. Is there going to be enough damage follow-up? No, they couldn't quite get there in time. Krogdon gets away. Uh-oh, Silverbell bumped out of the gate there. Has to pop the ult to try to move out. Random Engineer stunned inside the slowing sands. Has the burrow charge, though, to escape. Oh, Murden taking a lot of damage there. That Junkrat trap is proving to be pretty perilous for Murden. Conflicted and Krogdon coming on down. They don't have the 10s just yet. Smackloud, nice job with the concussion mine. Conflicted avoids getting stunned, rooted there by Deckard. Slowing Sands, great positioning, but Omar G manages to back up. Ethandon actually coming on down here to try to help out with this fight. Both teams on the cusp of 10. Hardstuck support group going to get there first.
There is no escaping my justice.
Defensive positions to start things off, so both teams going to take the opportunity to grab their shaman camps. Taking a look at the 10s here on the side of Hardstuck support group. We've got the Cocoon, Lornado. Oh, it is the Lornado pickup. Taz Dingo, Gravo Bomb. Junkrat still yet to choose. Over on the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad, we got Leap, Light Bomb, Slowing Sands, X-Strike, and Avatar. Everything looking very aggressive as predicted there. Kentucky Fried Falstad going to come on down here and try to clean this lane. Hardstuck support group sees it on the map. They're going to step up. That's a triple time stop from Silverbell. Flexing that Enderhall anomaly on 2. Waiting for this first big engage here. Kentucky Fried Falstad. Magic Turtle, they're calling for it. Conflicted wants to get that Light Bomb leap. Looking for a nice juicy target here. Deckard creating some space. There's the Light Bomb. Krogdon goes in, stuns onto 4. X-Strike onto everybody. Heathendon in trouble. Pops the Gravel Bomb, but it doesn't catch anybody. Taz Dingo here from Omar G saving their life for now. Krogdon going to be trading out for Deckard here. The fight continues. Omar G managing to get away. Smackloud somehow still alive will finally go down. Murden, though, it's going to be jumped and pulled back to safety. Zul'jin trying to catch up to get some of these kills. It ends up being a 2-for-1. Nice peel on the time trap. And our first big fireworks fight of the game was a doozy for both sides. You turn it around. Uh-oh, Conflicted is very low. The turrets from... Is it going to be enough? Just barely, no. Going back across for this fight, though. Deckard roots 2. Healer's doing a great job of peeling here. Both teams going to have to reset and recover. Holy cow. They really turned it on post 10. Right now, Hardstuck support group. Trying to come across, getting a little bit of damage onto this Immortal. Honey Badger seen on the low side. Silverbell making their way back into the fight. Random Engineer taking some damage there. Krogdon only going to stun 1 this time with the Light Bomb charge combo. Double stun there. Sill is low. Deckard Cain will be going down. There's Riptire from Junkrat getting 3 low, but no one down. Kentucky Fried Falstad with the 1 kill. Can they turn around and find more? Somehow, Hardstuck support group actually getting the initiative on the positioning, and they're going to force a halftime here on this objective. Now in aggressive positioning, Kentucky Fried Falstad's going to go across the map here looking for the defense. Deckard now back on the battlefield. Hardstuck support group looking for a way in. Omar G. Oh, Honey Badger gets a quick stun onto 2. Genji, lightning quick follow-up there. Junkrat goes down. Honey Badger low, pops the Avatar. Will it be enough for an escape? It looks like yes. Honey Badger gets away. We'll go right back to just racing down these Immortals. Leap into the back from Conflicted, gets a quick stun onto 2. Genji is there to follow up. Krogdon jumps in with the Light Bomb, gets a stun onto Gazlowe. There's another kill. X-Strike in the back from Krogdon, but there's the Unkillable from the... Oh no! The Unkillable didn't last long enough. That is Zul'jin going down, ending up being a double kill for Kentucky Fried Falstad. And it looks like they've finally created enough space to claim their objective. Heading to the top lane next. Hardstuck support group feeling the wrath of the aggression, but they've done a pretty decent job of rebuffing and turning it around so far. They're just going to have to make a couple adjustments in these team fights if they want to start turning these around.
The demon moves to the gates of heaven.
Smackloud just trying to clear from afar here. Shielding is now gone. Genji put into the cocoon. It's Random Engineer trying to move in on that front line. Oh, what a Lornado there. Magic Turtle forced to move forward. There's a Light Bomb from to Honey Badger. Stuns 3. X-Strike from Genji hits everybody, but no one goes down. There's the Gravo Bomb. Oh, Krogdon activating the deflect at the perfect time, negates so much of that damage, and through all of those ults, nobody goes down except this fort. There's the leap from Sony onto the front. Random Engineer caught in the stun train, gets a little bit of healing, and that is enough to escape. Those rubies from Deckard proving very, very useful on the front line. Still, though, Kentucky Fried Falstad doing a great job of lining up those ults and communicating with each other. Going ahead and picking up that top camp here. Hardstuck support group going to try to get the bottom camp finished before the rotation comes in. Right now, Kentucky Fried Falstad knows they're on the bottom camp. Are they going to go for a steal? Yes. They're just going to come in here and say thank you very much. And they're going to steal this shaman camp. Great job with reading the map there. Kentucky Fried Falstad. Random Engineer. There if needed, but no follow-up to be had. Large wave here on the top side, collapsing onto the keep wall. We have a second shaman camp picked up by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Looks like Gazlo clearing up the top lane. It's Conflicted and Krogdon clean up the bottom lane. Right now, Kentucky Fried Falstad going to try to hold off on that right side camp. Trying to time it out with this Immortal. Random Engineer going to spawn some beetles here on the top side. Right now, level 16 to 14. 2 levels ahead for Kentucky Fried Falstad. That would be a great time to take a fight. Here they go. Krogdon goes in, is going to get the quick stun there onto Gazlo. Heathen Dawn staying alive for now. Pops the Gravel Bomb into the back. He's going to isolate Silverbell. Gazlo, though, first to go down. Conflicted was just slamming onto that front line. Honey Badger over the top here looking for Smackloud. Did not get the Stormbolt. Sonya trying to get in range here, but Smackloud, nice reposition with the Concussion Mine. Still a very timely kill for Kentucky Fried Falstad right at the start of this objective phase. Still, though, 16 to 14. Hardstuck support group. They know they've got a little bit of a road to walk here in terms of getting even on experience. Honey Badger doing a quick scout there, finding Random Engineer. They're trying to get as high a shield as possible. Kentucky Fried Falstad looks like they're going to get this no problem. Full shield Immortal going over to the red team. Going to be getting down to the bottom lane next. Get the zoom. Get the zoom. No more zoom. We got the flank. Get the flank. Get the flank. No flank. Setting up for a full 5-player push in the bottom lane is Kentucky Fried Falstad. Catching up this wave. They're going to try to bully their way into this keep. Gazlo on the top side getting level 16 for Hardstuck support group. A couple waves should do. Wall is down, still a lot of shielding left on this Immortal as it starts to go to work on this keep. Light Bomb. Oh, but the root! The trap stops the combo here. That is Light Bomb down for another 50 seconds. Genji could not go in there after being rooted. The keep is down. Krogdon going in. There's a great stun from Conflicted. X-Strike onto the pack there. Omar G is low, but turns it around and gets those autos. Krogdon in trouble, going to be stunned, but saved by Magic Turtle. Honey Badger in a world of hurt there, just stunned to oblivion. Murden goes down. Corey is going to take a little bit of damage here, but ultimately will be saved by Hardstuck support group. 59% left on the core of the blue side. Still waiting on a couple cooldowns. Kentucky Fried Falstad waiting for Murden to be back as well. Even Talontiers is good news for Hardstuck support group. if they wanted to try to take a quick fight here. Grab the top camp as bottom camp is cleared by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Yeah, I'd love to see them just walk into a fort and, you know, force a response. Right now, hanging back a little bit. Kentucky Fried Falstad, they're not, like, immediately going to get level 20, but it's going to be sooner rather than later. Right now, we see Hardstuck Support Group. They're going to grab their Shaman Camp while they can. Imagine they're worried about this bottom wave as well. There they go. Zul'jin currently 67 stacks out of 40 on that baseline quest. Really starting to ramp up. Chromie 32 hits out of 40. I was saying at the beginning of the game, that quest is harder than it seems. It's not like the Gul'dan quest where you can just hit multiple people reliably all the time. So Chromie's still looking for those last 8 stacks. Closer and closer to level 20. Kentucky Fried Falstad maybe don't want to get into a fight immediately. Random Engineer might try to force the issue here. Honey Badger dismounted. They don't want to go after Muradin if possible. Random Engineer just feints and engage. And we're going to start our next Immortal phase. Top lane, Shaman Camp. That can take out an entire keep if you leave it alone too long. Especially with a catapult on its back. Honey Badger going to move in, gets a quick stun there onto Random Engineer. Oh, the Lornado from Deckard rebuffs Genji. The Light Bomb Swift Strike combo will not hit. That is level 20s here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Junkrat does have to go and clear up that top lane. Mortal's getting ready to spawn into their second location. Honey Badger looking here. With that level 20 advantage, they want to be able to jump on the first possible opportunity. Aggressive positions on these Immortals. Honey Badger staying forward. Magic Turtle in range to help if needed. Brogdon coming back, though. Omar G is in a precarious position. Genji put into the cocoon here. Going to be quickly broken out. Lornado catches Honey Badger, forcing out the Avatar. There's Magic Turtle, though, with the save. Riptire going into the backline, repositions onto Muradin. The long jump, though, gets the Dwarfy lad out to safety. Kentucky Fried Falstad are behind on this objective phase. They got to move in quickly. Krogdon once again stunned mid-combo, but still Conflicted goes in there. Gravel Bomb catches 3. That's a good counter, but Zul'jin already went down. Genji in trouble now. Junkrat falls, trading out for Genji. 2 for 1 so far. Kentucky Fried Falstad want to grab some more. Decker just throwing out those Lornados. Random Engineer getting stunned there, but was still at full health.
Blue team's core is under attack.
Catapult's going to be intercepted here by Hardstuck Support Group, no problem. Silverbell just trying to get as much health out of this shield as possible. There's only 1,200 health left on the Immortal on the left. They're going to try their best to defend, though. Random Engineer goes in. Uh-oh. Is this going to be worth Muradin put into the cocoon? 136 health. The Beetle is chomping away. Oh, doesn't get the last hit. Random Engineer caught on the low side. Heathen down. Objective is going to be claimed here by Hardstuck Support Group. Can Heathen get away? There's the leap coming out from Sonya. Light Bomb to follow up as well. Gazlo is just stunned for eternity. Will be going down. Mortal does go over to the blue side, though. Level 20s are in for Hardstuck Support Group as well, so they, they're not out of it just yet. They won't be able to push for the next 40 seconds or so, but they do stay their execution. Bottom fort will be saved by Kentucky Fried Falstad, who still have all of their buildings remaining. Gazlo down means Kentucky Fried Falstad feel just fine stepping up here for this camp steal. Easy peasy, no problemo. I'd love to see them just slow siege the bottom lane right now. Like, they've got the camp, they've got the catapult. Just set up there and try to force a mistake, but they're going to play it a little more passively. Just running the map as much as they can. Right now, Hardstuck support group thinking about the bottom camp. SmackCloud going to start it up here. Random Engineer going to jump in range of this fort just to drop off some beetles. Shaman camp pressuring the core here. Got Khazra on the top lane. There's another Shaman camp claimed by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Has 5 in the bottom lane. That top lane push is going to be pretty deadly. Hardstuck support group trying to clear this up before the objective phase, but looking at the bottom lane right now, they're just pushing this wave forward before doubling back towards the Immortals. How you doing, Goon? Welcome to the show. Objective phase started. Kentucky Fried Falstad. Significant lead here. And here comes Hardstuck support group. If they can find a quick fight, they can possibly get some work done on the map, but they've got to take it quickly. They've got to get like 3 heroes down here. They've got the Gravel Bomb combo if they can get it. Zul'jin 71 stacks. They're certainly not lacking in damage. Both teams taking it easy. Trying to be as simple as they can. Junkrat has to clear up the bottom lane. So this is going to be a move from Kentucky Fried Falstad to finish up this objective. Murden put into the cocoon here, engage onto the top side. Riptire in the back line. Tries to create some space. Honey Badger jumps to safety. Will manage to get away. Light Bomb engaged. Krogdon gonna stun 2 on the back line. There's the X strike. Looking for Genji, or looking for Junkrat. That will be Genji still going down in trade. 1 for 1 here. Random Engineer, huge double stun onto 3 though. Conflicted and Magic Turtle going down. That's a 3 for 1 here for Hardstuck support group. And that's exactly the turnaround that they needed. They still have to worry about the lane pressure though. So they can't just run through and grab themselves a keep. But they've definitely helped out their positioning right now. Chromie gonna try to just poke over the wall. Murden on the left side here. Does have the sledgehammer, is a significant threat to take this down. Random Engineer has to try to defend here a moment. Murden's already jumped away. Honey Badger has to pop the ult now to try to move out. Random Engineer. Oh yeah, Murden's got no chance. Taken out. Nice job by Hardstuck support group. Chromie trying to finish off this Immortal now. Ooh, gets enough, but will go down. At that point, is it worth it? Probably, because Murden was already down. The stagger doesn't mean as much, and you've already got all of your forts. Yeah, I'll give you the stamp of worth on that one, Silverbell. Junkrat still having to clear up those side lanes as the Immortal pushes the top lane for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Genji and Sonya hovering around the bottom lane now. Immortal probably not going to get through the shielding here as Omar G is wailing away. 4 health preserved. Oh no, 4% did come off there. Down to 55 now. Kentucky Fried Falstad about to have Chromie back, so it'll be 5v5 in just a moment. Hardstuck support group won't go down that easy. They're hanging on. Shaman camp going to be picked up, no problem. mirror claim here from Kentucky Fried Falstad. Both teams just not wanting to be too crazy on the rotation. Moving together. Camp quickly cleared away there by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hardstuck support group kind of hanging back right now, not moving out onto the map. They've got top lane that needs clearing, bottom lane going to be pushing here soon. Junkrat does break away to start clearing this top lane. Looks like trying to bait this camp right now. He is Kentucky Fried Falstad. Mortal's coming up soon, though, and it doesn't look like Hardstuck support group are going to take the bait. Not going to move out. Top lane Shaman going to be cleared away. Immortals getting ready to spawn. Looks like we're in aggressive positions for these. Random Engineer anchoring the bottom side. Honey Badger will discover. Nice route from Magic Turtle. They're going to turn it on to Anubarak. Core is now taking pressure from catapults once again here. Time is not on the side of Hardstuck support group. If they're going to do something, they got to do something quickly. Honey Badger and Conflicted looking to jump into that back line if possible. Sonya trying to stay out of vision. Smack Loud able to double back and clear up that lane. Kentucky Fried Falstad going to jump on their own Immortal here, best they can. Junkrat still having to clear the side lanes as those constant catapults, they have no defending catapults of their own. So that means these lanes are pushing faster and faster. Junkrat showing on the wave, has to come on down to join the team here. Random Engineer moves in, Krogdon avoids the second stun. Conflicted gonna leap out to safety. Uh-oh, Smackloud discovered on the top side, tries to reposition here. Honey Badger gonna be saved by Magic Turtle. Omar G on the flank here. Honey Badger's gotta watch out, does have the jump to get over the wall. Lane's collapsing onto the blue core once again. Smackloud breaks away and has to deal with that. Kentucky Fried Falstad looking for a way in. Rooted stunned out is Honey Badger. Oh, blocked by the Lornado as well. Krogdon into the backline, stuns onto two. Zul'jin goes down. Magic Turtle and Conflicted, though, get caught there by Random Engineer and Heathen Dawn, managing to slip away. Kentucky Fried Falstad have their kill. Krogdon, though, is going to be low. Gets the X strike, will be stunned out, though. Ends up being a 1-for-1. Honey Badger being repositioned a lot as well. Murden has enough jumps to get away. Lanes are collapsing once again. Kentucky Fried Falstad playing this very, very carefully. Junkrat gets back to the core to clear those lanes. Conflicted wants to find something here on the edge. Core is now taking damage, down to 40%, 34. These catapults do so much here at 31 minutes. They're doing 8% per shot, down to 5. This core is almost gone. Conflicted gonna try to just come across the map and end it here. Does Sonya have a leap? No. Trying to get in range to spear the core. Smackloud blocks it. There's one slam. Conflicted is not gonna take it. But Deckard Deckard goes down on the top side here. Core saved at 2%, but the Immortal will definitely spell the end. Teams are going to battle it out here on the bottom side, but it will absolutely be over when this objective reaches the core. Kentucky Fried Falstad nearly won the fun way. Instead, they're just going to win the inevitable way here. Honey Badger going to step up. Is it going to be one attack? Bam. Core goes down. And game 1 goes over to Kentucky Fried Falstad. GG. A very tenuous game number 1 there. Hardstuck support group falling behind there in the mid game, managing to hang on till the end. Their scaling was starting to come online, but unfortunately, the building deficit was just too much to handle. Nice job by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Let's go to the post game. Checking out the stats here as we update the scoreboard. There we go. Over 100,000 hero damage for Omar G on Hardstuck support group. 6 killing blows as well, doing a great job there in the backline assassin role. Silver Bell on the Chromie, top hero damage for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Nearly 66,000 coming out from the Sand Mage there. We'll take a look at the talent builds, and then we will prepare for game number 2. Alright. We're going to Towers of Doom here for game number 2. Classic map here at a 3-game series. Draft is up. Let's jump in. Alright. Kentucky Fried Falstad once again going to be first to act here in game number 2. We'll see if there's going to be any changes in the ban strategy. Thinking about impact players in game number 1. Who made the big plays? Probably Genji? I don't know, it's kind of a team effort there with the Sonya, Genji, Anduin. But Genji is in a position now where people are starting to figure out at all levels of play that, like, you don't need anything cute. Genji just works, basically all the time. Hardstuck support group have identified Anduin as the main problem. Gonna ban that off the top. Kentucky Fried Falstad. We got the Johanna banned out. Towers of Doom, you're worried about maybe Dahakas. Your offlaners can be very, very impactful. Sticking with the Li Ming ban, okay. First game I thought it was more of a map ban. Or map, you know, map-specific ban, but perhaps they've identified a Li Ming player over on the side of Hardstuck support group that they do not want to fall victim to. Very possible. Stukov staying at the top of the ban list here for Hardstuck support group. Brogdon gonna jump on that Junkrat here. First pick this time for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Junkrat, of course, can get those long-range interrupts around the objective. Great wave clear from a distance. And because the fights tend to happen outside of that lane, you don't have to go with the, you know, the traps, ignore minions, talents. You can pick other stuff, get a little stronger. Ooh, a Zool here from Smackloud. Not one that we see a lot, but does tend to come up on Towers of Doom. Omar G opting for the Vala as Magic Turtle immediately snapping the Brightwing. Played the Anduin last game, now banned. Gonna pick something else. See if maybe they can keep on drawing those target bans. Stitches, the choice for Honey Badger. The dreaded Stitches Junkrat combo is online for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Brightwing to follow up as well with the point-and-click polymorph. That's scary stuff. I wouldn't expect there to be a Medivh player at this level of play, but it is possible. Yeah, they're gonna ban it just in case. Just in case there happens to be a Medivh to make that combo all the more potent, they're just gonna get rid of it. Kentucky Fried Falstad, looking at the Vala, looking at the Zool. Well, Zool's already picked. Trying to think of things that could stop Stitches from getting away. Yeah, Anubarak Cocoon immediately disgorges the target. I feel like Mei could be a pretty good pick here. Mei does a good job of running down Stitches in those sort of situations. Doesn't really mind being abducted. What'll be the choice here for Hardstuck support group? Lucio Blaze for Syl and Random Engineer. They're going to wait Well, they could go Blaze main tank. They've already got the Zool, so they don't necessarily need to pick up a tank here. Though Vala is a fine solo damage dealer. Silverbell going for the Sylvanas, just always good to have that damage. Leoric going to be the option for Conflicted. Leoric has decent clear speed versus Zool. Zool's a little bit faster. Neither of them can really kill each other. Oh, it's an Artanis! Killer Viper knows where it's at. Triple bruiser time for Hardstuck support group. Bone Prison swap shenanigans versus the displacement duo of Stitches and Junkrat. This is a spicy setup here. This is what we come to see. God, I hope it's a good match. All right, game number 2 in this Play 3 series. On the left in the blue, we have Hardstuck support group. Random Engineer on the Blaze, Killer Viper playing Artanis, Omar G on Vala, Syl playing the Zool, and Smackloud is on Lucio. On the right in the red, we have Kentucky Fried Falstad, Silverbell on Sylvanas, Conflicted playing Leoric, Honey Badger on Stitches, Krogdon on the Junkrat, and Magic Turtle playing Brightwing.
Let the battle begin.
Here we go. Game number 2 is underway. Zool and crew already split off in the lanes here. No fight in the middle. Hardstuck support group just trying to check where they're at, making sure there's no Sylvanas shenanigans. Now they're going to come up here and try to clear this lane. Checking our level 1 talents, Vala going with the auto attack quest. Amateur opponent here for Artanis. Stitch is going for the Globe quest, Hungry for More at level 1. And Sylvanas going for the Unfurling Shadows Dagger quest. Thinking they're going to get a lot of those daggers and auto attacks onto the triple front line. Lucio doing Lucio things between lanes here as Random Engineer just a little bit behind. Nice root combo off the hook. Random Engineer goes down to about half. Following up on those swaps is all about calling it out first. It's going to be up to Killer Viper to be heavy on the communication. I'm going for those swap attempts. Going for the sappers now are both teams, no problem at all. Taken at basically the same time. Oh, Killer Viper was thinking about a swap attempt there. Almost got it onto Honey Badger. Ooh, Killer Viper pulled in there, but there's the polymorph. Repositioned by Junkrat. Artanis, though, able to walk away. No swap there from Killer Viper. Oh, great stun, though, from Random Engineer. Stitch is sticking around too long, not respecting the damage output. And First Blood goes over to Hardstuck support group. The Orc and Zool just trading lanes here, getting as much XP as they can. Oh no, Omar G is over the wall! Manages to vault back to safety. Smackloud going to activate the speed boost. Krogdon showing some prowess on the Junker. First triple alter phase is activating. Killer Viper wanted the swap there, didn't quite get it. Random Engineer, able to get back to safety. Nearly got caught there. Alter's getting ready to activate. We'll see if there'll be a simple trade on the top side. Looks like that's what they're setting up for. Oh, big swap there from Killer Viper. Trying to get away as Brightwing, but interrupted and taken down. A nice pickup from Hardstuck support group. Honey Badger trying to walk away there. Gets pulled back in, stunned, and taken out. Double kill for Hardstuck support group, and they're going to go 2 for 1 on these objective channels.
The altar is ours. Fire on the great keeper.
36 to 32 in the opening. to just currently 3 globes on the level 1 quest, 44 stacks for Vala. That's now Random Engineer is thrown over the wall. Luckily, it was already mostly down. 7's in for both sides here. Sylvanas actually rotating up towards the top to help Leoric, as Leo does a camp here. Leo trying to get some priority over Zool. Leoric did not go with the Neil Peasants on 4, so is a little bit slower clearing these lanes, but not tremendously slower. Sapper camp's being taken here. Smackloud wants to come across. Already very low, though. Root combo, nice polymorph timing, as Smackloud is going to be at half health and survive. Ooh. Killer Viper going for the deep swap, didn't quite connect. Probably for the better, as Artanis probably would have gone down in the process. Killer Viper wants Silver Bell. There's the follow-up. Blaze is now locked in here. Still, though, Smackloud is going to be repositioned by Krogdon. They gotta watch out there. Before they go in, they gotta see where's Junkrat. Conflicted slowing down that back line. Killer Viper repositioned. There's the polymorph. Is there enough damage? Doesn't look like it. But the adjustments are clear for both teams. They're seeing the angle of attack. They're seeing the preferred style of engagement, and they're starting to make some adjustments. Honey Badger not going to find Random Engineer there. Zool coming on down, thinking about joining the fight. Doesn't have the ult just yet. Syl, though, going to work on Silver Bell. Ooh, nice unstoppable timing. Killer Viper, oh, just a shred away from Magic Turtle, but that does create enough space here. Here comes Leoric. They're looking for Syl. Zool, not able to get out of there, will go down. Conflicted, continuing to chase forward, slowing onto everybody. Random Engineer, Jet Propulsion manages to back up. Looking like folks from Hardstuck Support Group are going to manage to get away, minus Zool. Den's about to be in for both sides. Our root combo off the hook. Random Engineer in trouble. Is there enough damage? Oh, just barely not. Random Engineer gets away. Looking at 10s now for both sides. Hardstuck Support Group, they've got the Suppression Pulse, High Five, Rain of Vengeance, Poison Nova, and Call Down Bunker. For the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad, we have Entomb, Riptire, Emerald Wind. Oh, Leoric actually going down in the mid there to Syl. But Gorge and Riptire. There is the blind. There's the pushback. They're trying to get Random Engineer here, but Blaze has the bunker to get away. Nice job managing that from the side of Hardstuck Support Group. Killer Viper. This is the only thing that I feel like will take you from a good Artanis to a great Artanis. Artanis wants to be brawling. If you find yourself moving backwards just so you can get longer swaps, it probably means that you're overeager for just that one skill combo. Get up in the front, just start whacking stuff, and then you can hit short swaps that hit more often as they're trying to get away and as they're low, rather than backing up, going for a long-range swap when the target's at full health. Sometimes it works anyway, but all I'm saying for you Artanis players out there is if the opponent wants to get in your face for you, just say thank you very much and start whacking away. Magic Turtle, gonna be caught there, but the turn is good. Oh, Lucio caught by the long-range mind control, will go down. Artanis put into the belly, and Honey Badger gonna try to walk it away. Random Engineer puts the bunker nearby. Killer Viper, pop it inside. Here comes Conflicted, though. Killer Viper hooked back in there, and Artanis will go down. 12-12 here, 4-4 in kills. Hardstuck Support Group a little bit ahead on the core health, but as we all know, core health is merely a resource on Towers of Doom. Mind control does not land that time, but the hook does. Random engineer able to back off. Honey Badger level 13 is here, so the long hook is now available. Still 8 seconds on Gorge. But Kentucky Fried Falstad, they're thinking about it. They're hovering. There goes the hook. Not going to land onto the lane there. Killer Viper trying for a long-range swap. Doesn't connect. Double alter phase starting to activate here on the bottom lane. Still 13 to 13. Zool and Leora coming down to mid. Oh, random engineer going to be pulled in, and they are going to commit to the combo. Swap does land this time, though. Honey Badger pulled back into the fray. Nice Rain of Vengeance coming on out. 3 members very low here. Somehow, none of them are going to go down, though. Great counter there. Killer Viper wanted another one. Just a hair short. Omar G going to finish up the channel on the low side as random engineer stuns onto 3. Zool and Leo dueling on the top side. There's a Poison Nova there from Zool. Silverbell put on the wrong side of that geography. Has the Haunting Wave to reposition. Smackloud gonna try another channel here. Junkrat says not just yet. Conflicted, gonna walk up. Oh, going down quickly there. Riptire lands onto multiple, but everyone's still very healthy on the side of Hardstuck support group. And it looks like they're gonna pick up yet another channel. They've been getting the better of the critical team fights so far. You can see they're doubling the core health of Kentucky Fried Falstad. I know I'm on record saying health is just a resource, but once you start getting to that 12 to that 8, it starts to become a problem with how you're forced to move around the map. Random engineer helping clear this wave. Looks like this bottom fort could be going down. No, they're not going to commit to it. Okay. They're going to double back and grab themselves a sapper. Still having a... Uh-oh. Zool is going to eat that. Here comes Lucio trying to defend. Pushback from Brightwing. There's the polymorph. Great stun onto the front, though. Still Zool going to go down. There's the re-engage from Killer Viper. Ooh. Honey Badger. Those are the hooks that really break your spirit. The first one hits, yeah, that happens, but then when you go in, you fail to get the counter kill, and then you get hooked again, that's when it starts to feel rough. Swap not going to be attempted there. Honey Badger gets the hook onto Random Engineer. Nice polymorph timing. Is there enough damage? Doesn't look like it. 16 to 15 here as our triple alter phase is activating. There's the root combo. Lucio, nice timing on the high 5. Saving Killer Viper. Mind control comes out. They're looking for Blaze once again. Blaze is going to be one of the hardest targets. Has the bunker, has the health, has the resiliency with the armor. If they can get literally anybody but Blaze, Kentucky Fried Falstad is going to start to see some kills off these hooks. Looks like another simple trade on the top side. Junkrat, oh no, missed with the grenade! That means the core health down to 8 on the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad. Killer Viper, feigning an attempt there. Hook comes out, gonna land this time on a Smackloud, and that's the hook target they're looking for. Lucio gonna go down, Magic Turtle is gonna go down in trade though. Hardstuck support group continues on forward. Honey Badger gonna get the intercept onto Artanis. Krogdon though is very low. Honey Badger says whoopsie doopsies. Killer Viper, oh my gosh. Still going down is Artanis. 2 for 2 there in that long scuffle. Omar G, oh, is just gonna get the solo kill. Now chasing forward on a Honey Badger. Vala, good hero. Vala, good hero. Wow, what a scuffle there. Blue build starting to come online for Zool, just able to clear everything with extreme speed, extreme prejudice. New York will not be able to keep up with that clear speed. Right side camp being monitored by Magic Turtle and Honey Badger. There's the scout. Honey Badger wants to get a hook over this wall. There it is. Gonna land on the Blaze though. Blaze is totally okay with this. Gonna go onto the root. The silence is there. Random Engineer uses the jet propulsion to reposition. Silverbell though trying to catch up here. Mind Control lands onto Zool though. Sil may be a little bit too far forward. Lucio, is that enough for the save? Silverbell goes in but can't get the last hit. All the while, Leoric is actually able to steal that channel and gets a big entomb onto the back line. Sil very low, trying to move on out, will go down. Sappers are crashing on the bottom side, though, going into the core of Kentucky Fried Falstad. There's still 2 remaining. Can Junkrat clear these in time? 1 crosses the line, 1 does not. Core health down to 5 here. Bottom lane's already claimed. Looks like they're trying to take the boss off the map, but Hardstuck support group, they've got to know this is happening. They're down Zool. Do they want to contest this? No. They're just going to go after mid. Still, this is a very risky spot for them to be. Random Engineer trying to tank this. Doesn't have a bunker. No, they're not going to get this, and here comes Conflicted. Entomb does not land. Got juked a little bit on the positioning there. Zool now back on the battlefield. Conflicted. Ooh, nice job getting away. The Unstoppable denies a couple ults there. Mind Control didn't land. Swap didn't land.
Do get ready.
Alter getting ready to spawn. This is a victory condition here for Hardstuck support group. Killer Viper gets a swap there onto Silverbell. Great follow-up timing, and Sylvanas goes down. Honey Badger being taken into the kill zone here. Killer Viper polymorph, no way out. Will go down. 4 versus 4 here. Can anyone get in range to interrupt, though? Omar G is channeling. This is going to be the game here, unless Conflicted can get there. Pushed away. That will be it. Shots into the core. And the game goes over to Hardstuck support group. GG. Very cool back and forth there between those 2 teams. I mean, we had the one team trying to grab and pull away. The chase was a little bit difficult with the comp there from Hardstuck support group, but they made it work. Artanis and Blaze just eating a lot of those hooks on the front line and then moving in for the saves. Thought they played that pretty well. Pretty cool game. Let's go to the post. Checking out the stats here. Omar G on the Vala leading the way on the damage for Hardstuck support group. 54,000 coming on out there. For the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad, nearly 64,000 for Krogdon on the Junkrat. Take a look at the talent builds and we'll get ready for game number 3. Okay. We're going to Tomb of the Spider Queen here for game number 3. 3rd game in a row picked by Hardstuck support group. We'll see if they can use that to take the victory here. It's going to be a close one. Let's get to the draft. Cats are messing around. Ay, 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 ay. All right, draft number 3. What are we thinking here on the side of Kentucky Fried Falstad? They're thinking no Junkrats allowed. That's a pretty good policy. No Junkrats allowed. I've been saying it for years now. But if you're newer to organized play, not really sure what the bans are like, not sure, you know, what the meta is, just banning Overwatch heroes is a pretty good plan. Just ban the Overwatch heroes, that's fine. The fewer Overwatch heroes your opponent has, the better time you are going to have in the game. Don't worry about it. It's the way it is. Stukov still being banned out by Hardstuck support group. boys want to be anywhere but their beds. I don't know what's going on with these two. They'll probably stay up there for 5 seconds and then jump down. Vala taken out by Kentucky Fried Falstad. Omar G definitely showing a lot of prowess there in game number 2. And Anduin getting banned away once again. Johanna first pick for Honey Badger. Definitely a strong one on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Caught some bans earlier in the series, but making it through here. Kael'thas, the choice from Heathen Dawn, and Smackloud wants to give it a go on the Stitches here. Kael'thas a pretty decent follow-up for Stitches. Good wave clear between the two of them. Of course, the tragedy of Stitches on Tomb of the Spider Queen is if you fall behind on the map, you start feeling very useless. If you're ahead on the map, though, you become an absolutely oppressive force. Silverbell Magic Turtle locking in that Chromie Brightwing for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Oh, there he goes. Well, we got a little bit of coke at her. How you doing, Shy? Welcome to the show. You're catching game number 3 in this NEXOMANIA matchup. Sonya to be mid-banned by Hardstuck support group. Sonya been played so far this series. Has done a good job of chewing on the walls. Kentucky Fried Falstad looking at the Kael'thas Stitches. They've already got Brightwing. Anduin's already removed. Gonna ban Rhaegar. Just keep taking away the healer choices. We have seen Deckard come on out. Trying to think what would be a decent follow-up. Alexstrasza, not what I was expecting, but it is the choice here. Alexstrasza and Mephisto. Could they be going for a combo with the extra globe on that Alexstrasza talent to empower Mephisto? Survey says yes. Boto opting for Zul'jin here. Chromie Zul'jin damage profile for Kentucky Fried Falstad, and ooh, and a Nubarak. We're looking at what probably a Johanna off lane here. Or it could be a Johanna solo double soak. That's a bit of an older strategy on Tomb. But you run Johanna between mid and top, and everyone else just focuses bottom lane. Let's... you can do it. You can definitely do it. We'll see if that's what they're thinking of here. Random Engineer, ooh, an Imperious last pick for the side of Hardstuck support group. Getting real wild with the hero choices here. Man, Kentucky Fried Falstad, I want to see them run like a 2-3 or a 1-4 as opposed to the 4-1. I think that could be pretty cool. We'll see if that's what they do. They don't have to. They don't have to. But they should. Here we go. Game number 3. On the left in the blue, it is Hardstuck support group. Smackloud on Stitches. Omar G playing Mephisto. Syl is on the Alexstrasza. Heathen Dawn playing Kael'thas. And Random Engineer on Imperious. On the right in the red, Kentucky Fried Falstad. Conflicted on a Nubarak. Silverbell playing the Chromie. Boto on Zul'jin. Magic Turtle playing Brightwing. And Honey Badger on the Johanna. Game number 3. Tomb of the Spider Queen. There's that Circle of Life quest. After 15 regeneration globes, Abundance's Healing Burst creates a regeneration globe. I believe it's level 7. Mephisto can pick up a talent where you're further empowered by regen globes. Honey Badger taking some hits, but Heathen Dawn taking some as well. Ooh. Almost taking out Johanna in the early game here, and wow, Honey Badger gathering him up. Omar G wants the last one onto Boto, almost getting that kill. fireworks to start things off here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's a party inside the circle here for the blue team. Zul'jin 3 stacks out of 30 already. Hook from Smackloud not going to hit there. Boto, got to watch out for those living bombs. Looks like a Nubarak actually anchoring the low side for now. Not what I was expecting. That is the plan so far. Honey Badger gathering up that back line. Receives the bombus. As the rotations will continue. Chromie going for the Time Walker's Pursuit this game. Always nice to have that better arming time on the traps, have that scouting without having to be near the target. Checking in on the bottom side here. Conflicted feeling pretty good. I think Conflicted may have tapped though. Nubrak going into the back line, finds a stun onto one, stuns Scalefoss as well. Trying to stay forward for that abundance. Boto may have gone too far forward. Zul'jin goes down. 4 gathered up here by Honey Badger. Random Engineer manages to get away. Smackloud low will get away. As the stacks are a-stacking on the side of Hardstuck Support Group. We got 9 Circle of Life. We got 7 Hungry for More. We got 8 Mana Addict. We are scaling, as a wise man once said. Both teams not quite near their first turn in. Maybe another minute or two for rotating between these lanes. Waiting for the next big engage. Honey Badger grabs 2. Full team isn't here. Boto going to get hooked back into the mix. Zul'jin not going to have the tools to escape. Will go down. Nice counter engage from Smackloud. Conflicted doing some pretty good work here versus Random Engineer for an off lane Anubarak. Very nicely done. Honey Badger keeping an eye on the rotation here. Smackloud on 28 gems. Not going to be allowed to do that. Gathered up and slowed, but still has enough health to move away. Boto hooked in once again here. Zul'jin, is that enough to get away? Looks like, ooh, Honey Badger has the shield. Boto, just enough space. Magic Turtle, though, may not be so lucky. The bomb. Ooh, Mephisto. I think the Skull Missile went in and got that kill. That gives enough room to drop off here. Nice combo from Heathen Dawn. Umar G does not have enough, but still does. As does Heathen Dawn. And that'll be blue Web Weavers on the way. I think Imperious was the one that dropped off the last one. Hardstuck Support Group. Gonna see if they can strike first Building Blood. Honey Badger on 37 gems right now, taking a huge chunk. Smackloud. Ooh, Magic Turtle, though, has the heals. Here come the Web Weavers. Honey Badger once again stepping up very aggressively. Divine Steed to try to move away. That is Mana Addict, Force Kael'thas completed. Circle of Life on 1 is completed. Honey Badger has the Unstoppable once again. That shield coming in handy, but playing with fire on those 38 gems. Oh boy, Kael'thas taking a big chunk there. Hook comes out over the well. Silver Bell will go down. In case you haven't watched Heroes of the Storm in a little while, those wells don't block hooks anymore as they are invulnerable, therefore they are not terrain. Boto taken out by the living bomb of Kael'thas. Hardstuck Support Group coming in hot here on Tomb of the Spider Group. Top fort in trouble. Looks like going to be going down. Level 10's on the horizon for Hardstuck support group as well. Locking in the Putrid Bile, Cleansing Flame, Angelic Armaments, Phoenix, Endurance of Hate. Uh-oh, Conflicted. Gets hit with the combo. Wow, bursted hard. Anubrak, 16 gems going to fall. That is 16 gems on the ground. Now 38. Honey Badger stepping up, has the Iron Skin. Endurance of Hate lands onto the low side. Silverbell going to be okay, though. Still with the level 10 advantage. Hardstuck support group almost has enough for their next turn in, but not quite. Now they do. Honey Badger, 39 gems now. Avoids the combo from Heathen Dawn. Man, giving me anxiety there on the Crusader. Random Engineer, Heathen Dawn, that'll be enough for the next Webweaver phase for the blue team. Top fort down, mid fort damaged. We'll see how much structure push they can get here. Stepping up once again, Anubrak with the follow-up. Endurance of Hate comes out. Cleansing Flame from the Alex Straza, trying to get these last hits. Conflicted is going down. Omar G pushed away there by Magic Turtle. Level 10s are now here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Taz Dingo, Falling Sword, Emerald Wind, Slowing Sands, and Cocoon are your choices. Gelthos combo onto Boto. Honey Badger hooked back in, sitting on 45 here as the fort goes down. Man, 36 globes now for Stitches. As those circles of life, those abundances, are now generating globes. Not only empowering Mephisto, but empowering Stitches. 45 gems on the front line, stunned out. Honey Badger gonna go down. Can anyone step up here? Endurance of Hate is gonna get the roots. Oh no, Magic Turtle will fall. And that's 45 gems on the ground. A huge loss here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Hardstuck support group capitalizing on that route and on that follow-up. All forts down, 13 to 11, 9 kills to 0 here. Running a very, very synergistic composition with the Stitches, Mephisto, Alex Straza. Omar G working on the bottom fort. Honey Badger's hooked over the wall there by Smackloud. The rest of the team wasn't really expecting that to land. Falling Sword going to get Honey Badger back to safety. Bottom keep taking some hits there, but going to be okay. Silverbell scouts that camp, but it is stolen nonetheless. Still a ways away from the next turn in as both teams now. Bottom keep ailing here, pre-10 minutes. Showing the lead that has been developed by Hardstuck support group. Top lane wave getting a little bit of a collapse there. Stitch is able to just walk in enemy territory, no problem at all. Did not take the Gorge, but can hook in and then chase forward with the Putrid Bile. Honey Badger slowed out there. Smackloud pulling Boto back into the mix. Endurance of Fate into the backline, going to get the root onto 3. Phoenix covering that whole area. Unkillable is good for Zul'jin, but only for so long. That is Zul'jin going down. Brightwing falls as well. Heathen Dawn manages to survive. 2-0 so far for Hardstuck support group. And now they're looking at this keep. There's the combo. Random Engineer there to follow up as well. Ooh, Iron Skin enough to save Johanna there, just barely. 15 to 12. Smackloud wants to just walk in here. Putrid Bile activated. The rest of the team says, what on earth do you think you're doing? Saying, hey, where are you going? Get out of there. Smackloud wanted to end. Pull in Conflicted saying, no, we still go. Anubrak knocked up there. There's the heal from Magic Turtle. Honey Badger, oh, is going to be caught by the stun. The shield is peeled away. Can Honey Badger escape here? Nice Emerald Wind. Hook barely misses. Hardstuck support group. Close, but not quite at their next turn, and they need about another 10 here. Right now, Kentucky Fried Falstad reeling from this intense aggression. Hardstuck support group. 16 to 13. Still not enough for this turn-in, but they're going to drop off while they have the opportunity. Still need another 8 total. Yeah, they're just going to walk up here and take the boss. They know, they're saying, hey, we're 16 to the 13. Feeling good. Let's press the advantage. Looks like it's going to be no problem taking the boss. Kentucky Fried Falstad do scat it out. They know there's not a whole lot they can do about it. Instead, just going to get their other lanes in check. They do have enough for a turn in here, if they can get everybody on it. 22 gems dropped off. Silver Bell with 18. Random Engineer trying to get away from trouble. Hook. It's going to be too late to prevent the turn-in, but Anubarak tries to turn it around. Conflicted. Uh-oh. Using the escape to engage. That's trouble. Nice falling sword from Honey Badger. He's enough to save Conflicted. Hook denied by the Iron Skin. Johanna saving 2 lives there. Red Web Weaver's going to spawn in, but the top lane collapse is already working on this keep. Other lanes being taken out here. Random Engineer working on the bottom solo. Top keep is saved. Overall, Web Weaver's proving pretty ineffectual here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Top one will run out of juice on its own eventually. Hardstuck support group are going to go and nudge it along its way. Danger ping on the top lane. Johanna going to peel out of there. Smack Loud just checking. Nothing to be had. $18 to 15. Still a Talontier advantage for Hardstuck support group. They do have enough from Random Engineer for this turn-in, and they're just going to go ahead and lock that in. Even after facing a turn-in against them, the lanes are still in a very good position. At least in the top lane. Mid being pushed in as well. Bruiser Camp picked up, though, to shore up that weakness. Web Weaver's now on the way. Honey Badger taking a big hit there from Kael'thas. Hook comes out a little too early, doinks off the wall. And here come the Web Weavers. Stitches gathered up at Omar G, pushing Boto away. Smackloud wants to continue going on forward, pops the Putrid Bile here. Going to be rooted as the keep is firing. That is trouble. Stitches goes down to the Nexus forces. Dirts of Hate does not connect. Oh, is this cast going to get off? Looks like it will. Keep is going to be saved. Conflicted just a hair short there on Heathen Dawn. Random Engineer tries to peel with the Celestial Charge. They pay for it, though. Random Engineer, oh, is going to be healed up. Syl, ooh. Alex Straza getting the save. Mid keep going to go down, bottom keep already down here. So we've got a double wave collapse on the core. May get a little bit off of here. Oh yeah. Burning down very quickly. Down to 70%, 68, 65% on the core from that double lane collapse. Hardstuck support group. Completely turning it around since game number 1. Looking like a total mirror from the start of this series. There is enough for a turn in here. If they cap them all. Is anyone going to be able to interrupt? It doesn't look like it. Red Web Weaver's on the way. This is the last ditch. This is the last hurrah here for Kentucky Fried Falstad. Lanes are not looking in their favor at all. Web Weaver's going to spawn very short. Hook from Smackloud, not going to be there on time. Mid got held up by this one catapult. Top, a wave intercept. Bottom, wave intercept. Not what you want to see if you're Kentucky Fried Falstad. About to be 20s. 20 here in just a moment for Hardstuck Support Group, and there they have it. Bottom lane going to be ushered forward just a little bit. This top cleared out by Random Engineer. Boss, I don't think is up now. Maybe in a minute or two. 20 versus 18. Just using those globes. 72 globes now for Stitches. That is a big, tough abomination. Smackloud discovered there by Chromie. Every 20 globes get more and more movement speed. Smackloud barely needs to mount. It's just ambling around the map. Silverbell just tagging the boss with some wards. Hardstuck Support Group looking to come forward here. They're just... looks like they're just going to rush the core. Hook does not land on a Honey Badger. 20 versus 18 here. They've got minions coming mid and bot. Cleansing Flame here from the Alex Straza. Breaking Random Engineer out of trouble. Angelic Armaments as well. Unstoppable Johann is quickly peeled off. Random Engineer so low. Manages to survive. Oh, but falling into the root is Johanna. There goes Zul'jin. Magic Turtle down as well. Triple kill here for Hardstuck Support Group. And they're just going to ride this wave into the core. Shielding is now gone. The waves are collapsed. And this is going to be it here. Random Engineer, going to be caught before the core goes down. But nonetheless, Hardstuck Support Group coming through with the 2-1 series victory. GG. What a series we had today in Division number 4 of NEXOMANIA. Pretty close overall. First game was pretty one-sided in one direction, then a very close middle game. Last game, very open-ended in the other direction. Solid performance from these two teams. But let's check out the post-game. As we update the scoreboard here. The 2-1 reverse sweep. Ethan Dawn on the Kael'thas getting slightly ahead of Mephisto in the end there for Hardstuck Support Group, 46,000 hero damage. For Kentucky Fried Falstad, nearly 60,000 for Boto on the Zul'jin. Take a quick look at the talent builds, and then we'll get ready to close out this broadcast. Okay.